Hello everybody, Fearmy Games here, long time no see everybody. I'm back. Christmas vacation and all that jazz is kind of, kept me kind of a bit too busy to continue. But no fear, I have returned. I changed the position of my camera a little bit, got my good side now, right? I'm gonna see how it looks. I might need to adjust the brightness thing, because I can tell I'm kind of really bright there, but I'm not gonna worry about it this video. We'll worry about it for the next one. I might do 2 videos in rapid succession. We're gonna play with our usual group. We have Mox with me, because I need to at least be able to rely on somebody to get stuff done. And if it's no, the henchmen are gonna do it. And we're going to start immediately with the Dunes of Despair. I don't know if we're really going to aim for the bonus one in the video, because from what I can tell, when I looked up, it's a pain in the ass. It says, once my people came to the desert and built a great temple, but while we labored, we were set upon by the stewards of the desert, the Forgotten. They killed my people, and now another ghost sits upon my throne. I beseech you, help me return to the temple. Help me reclaim my throne and my passage into the Hall of Heroes. Alright, we'll do. But yeah, the reason why it's hard, apparently, is at least according to the wiki, is that apparently you have to kill this defended ally with part of your group, and then the rest of your group has to... then the rest of your group has to kind of kill the bosses, and apparently it's supposed to be kind of hard. Well, we'll see how it pans out. Hopefully the audio sounds just fine. I'm actually using I'm just using a little headphone device here, which honestly makes the game sound super loud now. I'm using it instead of my normal headphones, but I still have the same microphone, so it shouldn't affect the audio quality unless I did something wrong. Mostly because I think I just look nice, right? Hey. But also I just think it's a little more comfortable. Sometimes wearing the headset a lot can make it hurt my head. So, I'm spreading it out a little bit. Nice relaxed day. I'm not sure I like from the position that you can see, but I spent some time unpacking for my trip. I got home yesterday. 5-hour drive. And then this morning has basically just been me relaxing. Basically what I did is I ordered pizza last night for dinner, and then I had it for breakfast and lunch today, and then I'll have it for dinner. Not the healthiest thing, I admit, but I don't want to go outside right now. I'm like, I want to relax. That's me right now. Tomorrow, I probably have to spend some time tonight or tomorrow morning planning out what kind of food I'm gonna buy and what kind of meals I want to make for myself. Probably not gonna go for the overly confident things, but if nothing else, I can maybe make some of the easy recipes that my girlfriend has left here. Maybe use one of her recipe books. That doesn't seem too hard to make myself a nice healthy dinner. Probably pick up some stuff for bread and burritos and eggs and bacon for breakfast foods. Maybe some biscuits, because I do like the biscuits. They taste delicious. Though admittedly, that's the kind of thing where it's like that. The biscuits normally for us are like, oh, it's good for breakfast and a snack later. For me now, it's probably going to be breakfast and a bit of lunch, if I'm being entirely honest with myself. That siege worm. Ouch, chihuahua. And honestly, probably a decent amount of the dinners will probably last more than just one meal. Those siege worms must die. I think I might be able to use that to backtrack when taking that siege worm potentially. I wouldn't be surprised if that's possible. Well, we're gonna go around first killing these centaurs, the Lozaru. I assume that's like their tribe name or something. Something like that, at least, I actually, since the last talk, I made more progress. I made some class edges. This is the kind of time I dedicate to this. Is I literally spent like 2 hours talking both to myself, but also to a friend of mine who's who, while he's not played Guild Wars 1, he has played the Savage World system where I'm trying to import basically use as the system for the Guild Wars stuff. And I was like, you know how we have, energy regeneration in this game? Or we have 4 energy regeneration a second, essentially. Or like, increases our energy regeneration kind of thing. No, that's another thing. Anyways, and basically, originally I was thinking maybe I will actually bring in the idea of, oh man, I'm actually auto-attacking, there we go. Bring in the idea of energy regeneration, where it's like, okay, maybe I'll make everybody able to regain some energy. But while that does make these spells more powerful, and basically to compensate for that, I made the spells more expensive, because, but then I'm like, this is starting to get a little bit overcomplicated. And also, it's a situation where, for free, all the casters would start at maximum energy, and I felt like that was kind of hard to balance, while, we kind of have that same thing in Guild Wars 1. In Guild Wars 1, where they all get their energy back, but there's, but the non-caster classes don't have as much as they can do, just because, importing it would be, unless I made it added a lot of powers to the warrior class and the martial classes, because right now, instead of their auto attack, I basically just have them interact with the auto attacks to do more damage. Oh my. Basically, I'm trying, if I wanted to implement that, I'd have to add a lot more things, and right now I'm like, okay, for now I'm not going to worry about it. So, so instead of war, it's basically, I'm like, okay, if we wanted to follow the idea from Guild Wars 1, everything where casters have +4 energy, I'm like, okay, they gain 4 power points back a turn. This is Savage Worlds, so then you have power points. I can easily just call it energy if I want to in the setting. They call it energy kind of thing. But I don't think this is actually the way I'm supposed to go for this mission. I'm gonna go this way. I think this is just a red herring area. Oh. But then most spells in that game only cost 1. So basically and the idea is that you have basic spells. You have firebolt, you have and ice bolt, you have bolt, and you can choose whether that's ice or not. So the base power of an ability is 1. But then you can add modifiers to it for additional 1, 2, or 3 additional cost. So my original idea of okay, the casters can regain 4 energy a turn. That's a lot. So what if that means they can cast spells essentially for free? I'm like, that's probably not a good thing. Probably want to make them have actually a real cost to them. So what I decided to do to try and balance it is why am I not attacking? There we go. So basically to balance it, I'm like, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it so that everything now costs 5 times more. So anything that cost 1 now costs 5. Anything that costs 2 now costs 10. Anything that costs 3 now costs 15. I'm like, oh, that fits pretty well, for the most part. Because, if I give warriors 20 energy, and, all their spells are only about 5 cost, and then, it would grant them, and make it so they can cast every one of their spells without any issues that they just have 20. Even if they use healing, which is 30, which is 15, they can cast healing and be able to cast it again in a few turns. Perfect, right? And I'm like, then I realized something that's a bit of a problem. Why can't something's wrong with my settings. Let me check real fast. But then we had, let me just see real fast. Double click to attack. It's weird. I feel like I didn't have to double click before. Maybe this makes it auto click, but I will. Oh well, I'll just double click. Okay. This is a boss enemy here. Let me turn back on my mission map, because I very much like having access to the big mission map. I don't like using just the small one. So, like, okay, perfect. But then a problem was raised with the power modifiers. For example, if a warrior wanted to cast any modifiers to their ability, then they wouldn't be able to cast anything. It'd be just 20.
Inside
And
the Temple of Ascension is the throne of Palantir. The gods gaze down from the Hall of Heroes, granting their favor to those who control the throne. But there is another spirit who sits upon that hallowed throne.
He looks quite like you.
Is well guarded. Get me inside so that we may supplant the usurper. He must be destroyed before I can retake the throne.
Creepy Wadums.
Keep me safe while I cast the ritual to open the door.
Okay, we'll do Buckaroo. So I ended up being like, okay, screw it. We're not gonna bring in the energy regeneration, but I'll kind of like bring it in as a little bit of flavor where they get the bonus to rolling to regain energy whenever they use a separate mechanic for it. And so far, just to keep things nice and simple. Well, it's not, and I wasn't sure how I felt about making it so every enemy, so that way every battle they start with full energy. It was kind of a, it was honestly just a judgment call about whether or not I felt it was a good idea to keep the spirit of a tabletop RPG or not to do that. Sorry. Yawning for the win. If I did decide to change, if I did revert back to energy regeneration, what I'd probably need to do is I'd probably give warriors special powers. I'd create more powers and give it to the warrior and the martial classes. For example, I'd probably bring in things like Power Strike, and I like Power Strike, Cyclone Axe, things like that. Actually, just bring them in as powers. Right now, I'm only bringing spells in as powers, but I could use the. Sorry, there's lots of yawning. Alright. But, that's probably how I would bring it about. Is that like just spawning and moving out here? Or am I just getting really weird on these patrol routes? Because I swear I didn't see these guys originally. Yeah, these guys are actually just moving out towards me. I wonder, maybe, I'm not sure if they're spawning though, and they're just moving. Because those guys were right there, then they moved up here, so definitely there's some movement going on with these enchanted swords and hammers. Clumsiness for the win. So we have to kill the enemy ghostly hero. Now that I think about it, I might just do that. Alright, so gain more glory by defeating the 3 forgotten generals and their minions within forts. So I believe the fort's over here, but I remember the problem being... Motor Mox right there. I remember the problem being that waves of enemies will come in and try and kill him while I'm killing the generals. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna see. Maybe I can kill it. Let's at least give this a good try. We have to hold out for 10 minutes. Interrupt that. Perfect. He's dead. Alright, already the new wave has come in. Mox is dealing with that current wave, but I see yet another wave incoming. Are these the forts that they talked about? Ah, he hit us with an earthquake, I think. Yeah, Mox is dying over there. We need to go back and protect our ghostly hero. He's not strong enough to survive on his own, I think. I think I would need to make him tankier or do more damage or something else. Something that's not what he is right now. It's a bit of a shame that idea didn't work. But, I mean, Mox killed 2 of them before he died. However, the other 2 were just made it too much for him. They're not actually killing the ghostly hero, effectively. At least. Interrupt that. So I bought time, but unfortunately, I guess the forts must be farther away than I gave credit for. Let's see. What did I give Mox? Let's see, does he have any self-heal? I mean, he has that for self-healing, but that's not quite what I consider a There's a general right there. Alright. I think maybe what we could do is we can potentially weaken the other routes by pushing through, and that may give Mox buy him some time. Maybe it'll work, we'll see. This guy looks like he's a general. I hope he's a general. So that way I can murder his face off. But we'll see. Need to blow this guy up fast, though. Come on, cast a spell so I can interrupt you. Oh, not that spell. Interrupt that. Almost dead. Is that hopefully this guy's a general? It'd be really awkward if he's not. Somebody's healing him. I think he probably cast Ether Renewal or something like that. Was that a general? Oh, probably not. Dang it. That's probably their 4 right there. I see a group going into Mox, and we're running out of time. It's been more than half the time. It's almost been half the time. We haven't even killed the general yet. So I see Custodian Sphydix must be that general. Interrupt that. Focus on the weaklings. Trying to direct my henchies to attack my same target. Hopefully together we can kill it. Outside of those initial 2 groups, Mox doesn't have any issues yet. There's that guy must not be a general, unless he is a general. Alright, perfect. That guy's dead. Now we focus on this target. Hey guys, I kind of need him to attack for me to do maximum DPS here. Come on. No, Mox is dying now. Damn it. My guys are just not doing enough DPS. Yeah, no, we're gonna lose the mission. It's those siege worms, isn't it? Ah. There goes that plan of action. This guy does an annoying amounts of healing. There we go, interrupted him though. Ghostly hero, at least kill the guy standing right next to you. Confused schmuck. I'm dead now. Healers aren't doing enough healing with all these AoE damage from the siege bottoms. I'm gonna order Mox to kill that enchanted bow. Everyone else, we're gonna kill that siege bottom. Why is my target calling not working right now? There we go, I was pressing the wrong button, that's why. Oh well, we just have to be happy with what we got so far. Drawing these worms away from the ghostly hero will reduce the amount he's dying, at least. Yep. You thought you were about to cast that, Sonny Jim? Nay, sir. Oops. We're really, my henchmen are we're doing no damage. We have 5 guys on him and he's not dying. This is actually quite pathetic. Are my guys just not I think I know what's going on here. I think that guy's casting half of his spells against the wall, and so he's not actually hitting. That's what I'm assuming is happening right now. Sometimes the AI is very dumb. Yep, you can see his health is now taken down a lot faster. Yeah, that was definitely what was happening right there. Mox was just murdered by the worms, I think. I wish I could order my healer to go back like I could with a henchman, with a hero, I mean. Interrupt that. Curse your damn regenerative powers. That ghostly hero's losing a lot of health. Drop that. Unfortunately, it's not a. Oh, it is a spell. What? I thought that was just a skill, so I didn't interrupt it with my other spell. That would have been good to know. Well, we succeeded, but not with a bonus. I think that was actually the fort, but I just didn't kill it fast enough. Dang it.
Those
Those...
gods. Let us hope.
He's still a big attack.
Pleased.
Well, we succeed. I'm gonna look up the wiki. I want to see, was that the fort? Who wants what that was the fort? Forgotten boss, constructor forgotten boss. Yeah, it looks like that was their fort. So we killed one of the bosses, and there's two, and we just had to kill that custodian guy and one more, and we would have had the bonus. That sucks. There must be a better plan than what I was doing. I mean, Mox didn't do too bad of a job. I think maybe if he had more self-healing, then it would have worked. Yeah, the bonus part. I definitely like. There's some strategies here, but apparently there was a pause. Like you notice how Mox was being attacked for a while. Apparently there was a pause, according to this, between clearing the original Arcanist group and them coming to attack. And also, if I realized that was just the only four, oh well, I'm not gonna redo it now, but I definitely am like, I'm like, if I do it again, I'm sure I can get it, kind of a moment. So basically, get the bonus by if you had killed the guys in that fort, basically. Yeah, basically, there's another strategy apparently that I could do, is that if I will still get credit for the bonus even if we eventually lose the mission. So one thing you can do is just focus on killing those 3 bosses after you kill the original Arcanist group, and then once you kill 3 of them, go immediately south, clear out that whole fort, and then even if you lose later, you still get the bonus. I might just do that later. I'm not gonna do that right now, but yeah, maybe. What time is it actually? I mean, it's only 20 minutes in the video. But I'm going to call it there, though. I think now I'm able to do the Ascension Mission. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I might do that bonus off camera. But I'll be back actually with my next video in only just a few minutes. Because I'm planning on recording. I want to record at least 2 videos before I can't end today's before today. Get them all nicely encoded overnight when I'm not going to use my laptop at all, because I don't work this week. And then once they're all nicely encoded, upload them, spaced out. I might even try and make some new episodes of my Total War series. That way they can at least get a few continuations going. Maybe tomorrow and try doing that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, press the like button down below. Comment down below if you guys liked the video. Or maybe if you have even some ideas for that Guild Wars 1 Savage World setting. What do you guys think? Kind of thing. With that, guys, take care.